All right, Lotfi here. So in this video today, we're going to go over a live walkthrough of me coaching a client personally and helping him get to 53,000, 54,000 in that range per month in cash collected for his business using Facebook ads and a high ticket offer and a funnel. Now, I had been coaching these clients for many, many months before, and you're going to see the video in just a second of me going through everything. But we had been coaching for 4, 5, 6 months before this now. And this is just one of many calls, and you can see exactly what we're doing. And what I want you to notice is the fact that I didn't really give him that much advice on that specific call. And don't forget, we were doing calls every single week and in our community. But many clients, what they don't realize is sometimes everything is working just fine, and they don't really need help. They don't need specific advice. Like in his case, all his numbers are on KPI. The only two things he can do is leave it as is and let things run, or spend more and get more, which he didn't really want to do, by the way, because he doesn't want to hire and scale, which is totally fine. But in some cases, I have to let the client know that the numbers are on KPI, everything is working, and everything's going well, and you're making a lot of money, and things are good. So you're going to see that in this video. So just in case you wonder why I didn't give some crazy advice, that actually was the advice, which is don't touch anything. Because a lot of people, they start, especially in the ads manager, they start clicking around and turning things off and on and off, and they get very panicked and chaotic and confused. Whereas if someone came like this, which is why people hire me, right? It's like I look at ads manager and I tell them, like, do this and do this and do that. And actually things are fine. Don't touch anything. In many cases with getting client results, it's just not touching anything. So that's what you're going to see in this video right now. And I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, so this is that stacked audience that you were talking about last time. And if we look here, oh no, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Yeah, so just used one angle, and then these were the two best lookalike ones that were from a previous campaign. I've just been testing that. Yeah, but there's definitely just not the same amount. So if I can just show you quickly the paid attraction spreadsheet. So if you have a look in this, no, when was it? June. So this is about the time when I started, coming and using some of your framework. And what you'll see is that over here, there's like this consistency of bookings. Like you get, 5, 1, 5, 3, 3, 2, 6, 2, and then even leading into July, there's all the way here, you're getting these regular consistent days. And then I noticed around this time, it started to just kind of drop off a little bit in terms of the quality. And then, yeah, just not getting as many bookings over here. And that's just kind of trickled over to this month. And even though there's like 24, honestly, a large chunk of them are pretty average bookings. So sort of a little bit unsure as to what are some of the things I should be doing now as far as those next steps kind of goes. I mean, obviously I'm testing the stacked audience at the moment, still running the cold audience campaign, and then the lookalike. Just let me know if you want me to go back into the ads manager.
Oh yeah, sure.
I noticed that definitely with CBO, the cost per lead definitely has gone up. I'm not sure if that's pretty standard or not.
It usually goes lower, but that's fine anyway. I mean, obviously your numbers so far, it looks good. It looks like what the first one, $100 Friday session, and then the CBO angle one. What is that, like another less than $100 per Friday session?
Yeah, sorry, I should probably add that to it. So customize columns. Oh, sorry, that's my problem. Yeah, so it's what is that not? Oops. Okay, so there's your there's the cost per application. So this is just for the last week, by the way. Do you want me to do it for the whole time, like lifetime, or?
No, you can leave it as this for now. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do. You just can't, because obviously you launched a new campaign, so you kind of have to wait a little bit for that one to come through. Mm-hmm. So you can't really include that as part of your normal campaigns. So yeah, you gotta wait a little bit. But so yeah, and then the CBO angle one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's not that much you can do here besides like just spending more on, for example, some more lookalike campaigns,
Right.
because you just kind of got to wait um to see what happens with that new one you made, the mixed LLA.
Yeah. Okay. So are you just saying leave it as is, leave the stacked audience just as it is for now because it's only been running for 3 days or whatever?
Yeah, I would leave that for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
Okay.
you mentioned in the beginning you're getting a lot of Strider sessions as well. Like, I would have just carried on optimizing those because if they were working, then they should continue to work. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, right at the beginning, we were, consistently, at this, towards that latter part of June, over here, you're getting quite a few here. And that was the thing. It's sort of, I'm trying to take the perception out of it too much, but I was just remember I'd wake up in the morning and I'd always see quite a few bookings, and I'm not seeing that as much anymore. And it's just, it's definitely died down quite a bit. But you could see down here, even over here, 6 here, 7 here, and it just slowly started to quieten down over here, for sure. And that's where I'm just trying to figure out, I guess just how to get that kind of consistency back. Yeah, that's the bit I'm a bit sort of stumped with at the moment.
yeah, I mean, I'll just try and spend some more, I mean, just get it to like 10 grand a month in your ad spend, because I know the last one was like 7. So I'll probably just try and get it up to 10. Maybe you can test another, run that same lookalike campaign from the beginning at another $100 a day for like 10 days to give the initial campaign you made last week to catch up a little bit. So it would equate to another 3K, which would be 10. And then you can decide after the 10 days, okay, do I keep it or not? So that way, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess, I mean, part of me is just a little bit sort of, I definitely feel a little bit uncomfortable kind of just cranking up the ad spend, given it sort of doesn't feel like it's really working at the level I sort of want it to be at this moment. So it's in terms of just that consistency and the quality, because, I could definitely, like, I remember that quite vividly around, sorry, let me go back to May, like around this period here. I just remember this, real consistency of like high quality leads that were kind of coming in around here. Because I know my conversion rate, like I'm pretty happy with that. So it really just boils down to just that quality of like leads that are coming through, and that's where it gets a bit tricky. So it's sort of, it's a little bit uncomfortable sort of having to crank up the ad spend when I'm not sure if these, the ones that are working right now, the ads that I'm running are even kind of doing their thing. But maybe that's just part of the game that I just need to learn to, to deal with. But it's just, I think the tricky thing is like, even when I started with, say, Up Level, you have a situation where you spend like 1,700 ad spend and you're getting, say, 20 grand in sales. So that's like a real small budget. And then kind of doing, sort of 3 times, 2.5, 3 times more, and then getting half the revenue over here. But then, maybe that's just part of the journey in terms of it just fluctuating a bit. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's the bit I'm just a little bit unsure about at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, obviously, you can wait and do one bit at a time. But like I said, what those look like, because they're working, you can just run those same angles again, or run some new angles, because obviously those audiences were getting high quality, so you can just test some new audiences on them.
New angles, you mean, or audiences?
No, new angles on those same audiences.
New angles. Same audience. Yeah.
Well, actually, what I would do to start out with, I might even just consider just doing like automatic placements. I'm not sure if you've done that before on those yet.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
But that'd be worth doing, because obviously those audiences are working, so I would just stick to them and just try and try new things.
Sure.
Yeah, but obviously right now, obviously you can either just wait and keep your ad spend as is, Or if you want to do things faster, then you could just put that campaign in right now, if you know what I mean.
Mm. Yeah. I hear you.
Because it does take a bit of time, because like even with most campaigns, even with all my clients, I gave it like 10 days. I don't even give it I gave it 10 days.
Sure.
Yeah, like I used to do like 4 to 5, but now it's more like 10. Especially, yeah.
Yeah, I guess my question is if it's, not producing the level of quality, for example, at say, $200 a day or 250 or whatever, I mean, is it likely to perform better if you suddenly like double the ad spend on that?
No, definitely, probably not. No, I mean, I would definitely wait until it has applications before doubling it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, always wait. I wouldn't just double it if it's got nothing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think to summarize anyway, it's really just a case of leaving it as is for now, and then potentially testing automatic placements, potentially testing, like some additional lookalike ones.
Just keep the same lookalikes. I just do different stuff to them.
Okay, right.
Also, I know you're only spending $20 on retargeting, from what it looks like.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the problem was I was running sort of $50, and that was just running like crap. So I wasn't sure. At that moment, I'm thinking, all right, hang on. And the reason I was leaving at 20 because I just wanted to see how it went with these new angles. But I was watching one of Sam's videos today, and he was talking about how with retargeting to just keep the same angle that you're running to cold audience, but just pump it to the retargeting audience. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but
yeah, of course. So you keep the same ones, but then you put new ones as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd even just put like video ads. They're working very well for a lot of my clients, but so I would do that, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Only for retargeting though. I would just do like 1 or 2 videos.
Yeah.
If you haven't, yeah. Especially if you have them handy, it's worth putting in. It gets a lot of strategy sessions, so I would definitely consider doing that.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I haven't had much success with video ads in the past. I've always found that the image ones always outdo the video.
No, like for retargeting specifically though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do the video one just for the hot retargeting.
No, for the entire thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the entire thing. Just retarget them with some video on top of the existing angle. So you want to do all of them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you look at these, this particular setup at the moment, do you see anything sort of glaringly wrong or anything? Are you, in terms of the stack one, do you think that looks okay at the moment in terms of just the way it's all set up?
Oh, it looks good. 100%. It looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think with the cold audience one, so these are those ones that we're running at the moment. And do you sort of think any changes need to be made to this one, or would you do any optimizing based on this for us to go say lifetime?
I mean, not too much, to be honest. I mean, because like I said, it's $84 on the lifetime thing. I'm not sure how much it is on the week, but I would probably just. I mean, I guess you could like turn on the Tony Robbins one, but like I said, if the whole campaign as a whole, for me, if it's like in KPI or under 100, I just leave the whole thing as is. I don't optimize the ad sets.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just saying just leave this one as it is.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would kind of leave it as is. I mean, I either make changes on the campaign level or I'll just restart the whole campaign. I don't do the ad set stuff anymore.
Yeah, okay. Dupe it or restart it?
Yeah, so one of the two. Yeah, so when I say restart it, it means duplicate the whole campaign.
Duplicate. Okay, right. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make
like
sure.
I said,
because I used to,
yeah. But like I said, this is working fine, so I wouldn't do that. unless it stopped working.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I would only consider like two changes really. It's like with all the clients I've announced, like either the whole campaign, we duplicate it again, and we either restart it or we make like a big change where like I'll change the ad copy, I'll rotate new angles in there or something like that. So yeah, I would only really make big changes. That's because
Right. Okay. Does Facebook, do you know if they sort of favor actual ads which have been running for a long time and have lots of comments and all that sort of stuff? Like, for example, if I just went into one of these, or if I duped it and I decided, oh, you know what, I'm going to test out a different image, would I be shooting myself in the foot by doing that? Or is it better to just leave the actual ones that have been working for a while now?
I haven't seen much difference. I mean, I've seen proven ones obviously do better, but I haven't seen engagement make much difference.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't.
So it doesn't really matter. I can actually go through potentially and just make some micro variations, like testing out an image or whatever, or using different images.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about engagement too much. It helps. I haven't seen it make a big difference.
Yeah, but if I went through and I actually like duped it, and then I maybe in a couple of these ad sets actually change, or a couple of ads actually change the image, that wouldn't necessarily be, shooting myself in the foot or anything like that.
No, because that's the natural way forward. So that's what you would do, right? So you would just you would have to do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. That makes sense. Okay. All right. No, I think that's all I had. Yep. No, that's all I've got to add. Cool, man. All right. Thanks for that.
No worries. Anything else? Just let me know.
Yeah. Cheers, bro. Thank you.
No worries, man. See you soon.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.